Alright, so it's the next day. Couldn't do that much filming because it was getting later and later, and cutting at 11 is not a good idea. But I got the hole for the MAF sensor plug cut out, and that is it's probably got to be widened a little bit more, but that's what it's going to look like. I'm probably going to cut that little tab off right there that I'm pointing to with my pinky, and I got the outside rim of this a little bit cleaned up with another tool, but it's still a bit uneven. Regardless, better than it was last night. So I'm going to clean this hole out a little bit more right now, and I'm probably going to start oh, I just lost my train of thought. I'm just going to clean out the hole, and then we're going to go from there. Alright, so I widened the hole, I cleaned it up way more. It's a little bit more presentable. And now the whole plug, let me get it a little closer. The whole plug will fit inside. Man, doing this with one hand is tough. So there's the plug, and it'll go in there, and it fits. It's pretty snug. I mean, it's not even snug. It goes in and out. I'm gonna test fit it right now. I want to see if I'm gonna have to break this clip right here, because it's gonna be a hassle to unclip the MAF if I ever need to unclip it. So I'm more than likely, I'm gonna try not to. If I have to make this a little bit wider, just so I could get the tool in there to unclip the MAF, I'll do it. So I'm gonna test that out, and I'll let you guys know what I did. All right, so I just tried the tool, the hook tool that if you own an Audi or VW, you need to have a set of these, of course. And I could get it in there and hook it to unplug it. So we're not breaking anything or cutting anything off. Cool. I know this has to get repaired. Don't flame me in it. Don't flame me on it in the comments. I know. But it fits in there. I want to make sure I figure out a way to secure the MAF and the keg in one piece, so it's not like moving around. Right now it's probably not a big deal, but for the future, any track days or any aggressive driving, I don't want this thing flying out or moving side to side in here. I want it to be secure, because I'm more than positive if it's not secure, whoever's teching your car for a track day is not gonna pass me. So I gotta secure that in there for sure. Alright, so now we're gonna move on to figure out the way how we're gonna secure the top piece onto the bottom part. So it's not, so it's one whole unit. I still gotta get the sticker designed and made for this. Again, if you're Dominican, you're gonna know which beer I'm gonna go with that's gonna decorate this. But to secure the two pieces together, I bought these at Home Depot, these latches, and this was like $3. This is super cheap, and it's just gonna go, aside on the sides parallel to each other, and the thing will clip on and unclip. So I'm gonna mock it up. I have to tape it all up to the level. I have to get a leveler right now and find a leveler and level everything out, and then tape everything out, and then I'm gonna start drilling holes. And I'll let you guys know how it goes from there. All right, here we go. Here is I got 2 bolts in. There are the latches. One there. It's a little uneven because this lip right here actually comes down way too far. So I'm about to trim that to match the other side, so it could be parallel all the way around, and then that should fix that issue, because this side kind of buckles in when I latch it on there. But it looks clean, dude. It looks clean. Once it's wrapped in the design that I want to wrap it in, it's gonna look super dope. Check that out. That's clean, my guy. Guys, it looks dope. Guys, it looks dope. Man, I've outdone myself. Or I think I've outdone myself. So that is almost complete. The latches are on, or the release latches. Comes off. Top of it comes off. I need to replace the filter or clean out the filter, even though it's a Spectre filter, AutoZone, not really Canon, but you know, whatever. If you have a Canon filter, the one thing that I didn't calculate on that I should have probably have thought about in the future for version 2, if I ever make another one, is when you put the hat on, the bolts on the inside right here, they still need room to travel when you seat the hat on top of the keg. So right here is where they need to travel, and obviously, as you can see, I didn't give them room to travel. So just a simple fix was just bending this in, because it's super malleable. You can just bend it in with your finger, and you know, that would fix that. Or the other thing would probably be just to cut a little groove out right here, as wide as those bolts, which I might just end up cutting it, just so it could look really nice and finished. It is super late. It's not really super late, but probably not the appropriate time to be hacking on metal. But probably more than likely, when I finish up this video tomorrow, I'll cut those open. I'll mark it up right now and I'll cut it all open, just so I can have so it can be clean. I want this whole rim to be clean and to fill up the whole radius of the hat. So I will definitely cut that tomorrow. Yeah, you can just bend it back with your finger. But yeah, man, super excited with this. I gotta finish up the design on the computer, and then I'll keep you guys posted. All right, so I didn't want to wait. I just cut it anyways. So I just cut the slots down on each side, and I folded it in. I probably cut way too much. I only had to cut a little bit, but again, I'm just learning as I go as I'm doing this. I'm just making it up. So I cut that in, and now instead of it like buckling when I put the hats on, it just sits in the way it's supposed to go. It's crooked. It's crooked right now. I know. Don't laugh at me. All right, hold on. It's not easy to doing this with one hand. There it goes. So it's on there. When I get the final wrap on it, I'll take another video of it showing you guys how it turned out. I still have to cut the top part off where the cold air is going to come through. And I still need to find what I'm going to line the inside of the container with to, you know, to try to keep the cool air in and the hot air out. So I'm going to keep working on this. I need to get it done by this week, but this is one of the cooler projects that I've worked on this car. All right, update. It's been a while since I got back to this project. I wrapped it. So for those of you who are Dominican and you guessed Presidente, you guessed right. I wrapped it. It's not the best wrap job. I designed the whole label off of the Presidente can. You can see a lot of imperfections. I'll probably take this off, but just the top part off. But for now, it's all right. I'll rewrap it later, or I'll remake a V2, which will look a little bit better. But this looks too dope to just trash right now. So right now, I cut out the top hole to get the air in there. I just ordered some heat-resistant material. It's on its way. It won't be here. I'm gonna install it without the heat-resistant material, but the resistant material will be in here maybe by Sunday. Maybe, who knows? But I'm gonna wrap that on the interior of the can to try to keep this as cold as possible. But I cut that hole out through right here. It's not as big as I want the hole to be, but for right now, it'll be all right. I know people are gonna say that the hole needs to be bigger because there's gonna be restriction of air. I get it. It's fine. For right now, it's fine. I'm not. This is not a high horsepower car. It's my daily. Also, I needed like a flange or something to put on top of here. Let me back this up a little bit. To put on top of here, so I can connect the ducting to the outside of the car, or to the stock ducting on the inside of the car. And for that, I went to Home Depot because I didn't want to wait until I got my order from Amazon. It was like a metal duct that it has like 4 bolts. That would have been ideal, but I just bought this thing from Home Depot, and it has 2 bolts in the bottom, which I'm about to reuse. I'm just gonna put it at the top of this part, get rid of this guard, and bolt it up from the inside, and this will be my cold air vent to the fender, which I'm gonna use a stock fender position vent. I'm just gonna route it back, like a U pattern. I got some other stuff too. This plastic bit that I was gonna try to buy. It was like $3, and that was like $5, so it wasn't that expensive. I was gonna try different things to see what would work, but in the end, it would just be so much simpler just, to drill 2 holes at the top of the can, put this right there, and then screw it in, and then call it a day, and, hit it with some epoxy or something just to seal it real good. So that's going to be the end of V1 Mini Keg Presidente intake for my Audi. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to show you the end product of how everything is, the venting and the position of the venting. And after I do that, I will give you guys an update of how it looks, and of course how it sounds, and how the temps, because of course this is more of a cosmetic thing. But if it does reduce some IATs, I'm going to let you guys know if it does, because it might, but this is more cosmetic than anything. Alright, so I got the top finished. I got the piece on there. That's done. The hole is kind of small, but it's not a big deal for right now. I just drilled 2 holes, and then with the stock screws that came with that piece from Home Depot, I drilled it in. This top part of this metal, this aluminum, is really resistant, so that was really annoying to get past. But for now, stage 1, or V1 of this is complete. I'm gonna put it all back together, and then probably tomorrow or the day after that, I'm gonna mount it into the car so you guys can see the final product.